I found the secret of perspective drawings without vanishing point for these aerial views of a small courtyard, in which I like to share here with a very simple method. I started with isometric square shape, and the vertical line from that one of the corner, and repeat the same shape of that isometric square, then adding the dotted line as a reference to indicate that where the internal space is as a reference, as opposed to having the vanishing point for my perspective drawing of the aerial view of this building. Because this dot line is just a reference, it's not going to be visible part of the drawing, it's just a reference for this perspective drawing. I will do exactly the same thing as my previous drawing. I find the center point of that line and project it to go to link it with the build. Oh damn, I made a mistake on that one. Well, it's a bit odd shape, isn't it? But that is normal, that's fine. It's normal we make a mistake. And next I move another center line again, just like this. I set up this drawing with the line first before moving into a detail. Another fine line. You see, the purpose of that dot line is just a reference to point where the center line will be to meet. And this is the another center line for the horizontal line. Again, I set it up so where I can just set up details. In here, I'm going to draw the arches in the courtyard. But before that, I'm going to find where the height of the arches and the shape of it, where it location in relation to the columns below. So this is the line above here right now, is going to be where the top of the arch, just like that, and repeat the same thing. You see, start the center line, and that will be the lowest part of the arch where it met the column. Again, the same to this one, and this vertical line just to indicate as a reference of the center of the arches. There's the end, the bottom side of the arch, just like that, where it met the column, resting on top of the column. Now I'm adding the line for the column underneath. Starting with the just vertical line for now. Simple line. Simple line. And another one. And add more detail of that to get a thicker line. to give the detail of the arches. That's it. Then there will be a detail of where the footing of the column will be on the ground, and of course the side views, side of the inside of the column to see the thickness of the arches. In reality, the detail of the bricks, stones, masonry. You give more detail of this character of these columns. Now I start do the same thing again. Another middle center point to indicate the bricks. Just watch this. The detail of that, they will be some similar to cornices. What I do, I find the center point and repeat center point, and center point. Repeat the same thing. They're sort of there. As simple as that. And similar to the horizontal line, so I find the center point and repeat exactly the same thing. It is important to, with this small drawing as this, it is important to press the end of this pen gently on the paper. Now, on top of that, I like to add another line to indicate much more realistic of this building, the thickness on the roof, rather than just simple line, thin line. Now I'm adding another detail of the on the floor. Again, using the central line as a reference. Center line there. Center line there. Underneath the courtyard, underneath the arch. The same thing, center line again. Center between the two lines, parallel to that line, another one. Just watch that. I did not finish my drawing continuously beyond with that dot line, because the dot line, as I said before, is just a reference. More detail on that previous underneath. Now what I'm going to do now is to shade it up to show the darkness, the hidden part of this building, which is much darker than the exposed courtyard. This one I like to shed the shed behind that column, right straight underneath the arches. So that's quite effective, that shed, to give a sense of three-dimensional form, shape of this building, rather than just simple vertical lines. So I assume the sunlight from the right side that create the shade over inside the courtyard. More detail on that brick. I like to show a bit more detail on that bloody wall, getting the round shape of my kind of daylight windows. Now here it is, to give the context of the volume of the building, as though to the courtyard inside the building. The detail of that. Yeah, thank you very much for watching.